Hello guys, Cycling Boo back again, and today I'm gonna be taking my skills to some pro riders on Zwift. NTT Pro Cycling is organizing a race and I'm gonna be competing in the A category, so stay tuned. I took on the A category because I thought every category will start at a different time, but it didn't. So at the beginning of the race I regretted it a little, since I know that my watts per kilogram are for the B category, but at the end of the day it didn't matter that much. The start of the race was complete chaos. Everybody was going so fast. This is the reason why they're pro riders. And also there were a lot of other riders that were certified in Zwift. Oh my god, this first 10 minutes were dreadful for me. And as you can see now, I start getting drop, pass. I wasn't feeling great at all. Here you can see the ace, the complete ace on the front were trying to separate, and actually here the separation happened completely. A lot of small groups. I just was cooked. I did the mistake to go really hard at the beginning. For the first 10 minutes I think my average wattage was around 300, and I knew that the race was long, so there was still half an hour after the 10th minute, and here we started losing the wheel of the guys in front. Jumping a little bit further, another group caught us. We tried to stay with them. Alford, the guy that you saw just now, actually with him, as far as I remember, we finished together, but we will see a little bit further ahead. But again, this group just blast past us, I guess because they were way fresher than us, and nobody from this little group wanted to do the chase. So again, getting dropped. Skipping a little bit further ahead, at the end of the day I pushed a little bit harder. We managed to get back, and the group that just passed us was the same group that passed us before, so we more or less stayed together for quite a long period of time with this group. And here another separation. They just stormed ahead. I was pushing every time to get back. It was a really annoying part of the race, to be honest, because on every little descent that was there, they were really pushing, and then I was trying to catch on the uphills, the slight uphills that they were. You can see it exactly just now. And yeah, I mean, my legs were completely overcooked at this moment. I was really struggling, and you can see actually my heart rate is not that high. I think my whole body wasn't feeling good because I couldn't get also my heart rate high. My highest was 175, 176, and on previous races I know that when I'm really pushing hard, my heart rate goes to 180 or something like this. And yeah, it really frustrating, but still, I mean, I was hanging on the back. You can see here the group in front, we lost contact with them again. Just nothing that I can do, basically. Jumping just after the beginning of the second lap, another group caught us. We managed to catch some guys in the front, but not a big group, just a couple of guys. And again, the same thing. This big group comes from the back, This time actually it wasn't that big, the group, but there were a couple of riders that came from the back, and I every time I was trying to kind of get into the draft, get into the bunch, but it wasn't happening. I was completely out of the zone for this race. I have no idea why this happened. Here, a little fast forward just for you to see that I was staying in this group, kind of found the rhythm in here. The guys were not pushing that much. Also, my heart rate got lower. I managed to recover a little, and jumping a little bit further ahead, probably because we didn't push enough, another big group managed to catch from behind, and you can see there's still 17 kilometers to go. I'm cooked. I know that I have to save every bit of energy that I have, but here is this nasty climb that you will see in a couple of moments. That is just before coming out of the second part of the Ocean Boulevard, I think it was called. And this little steep section is really nasty because it's short, but a lot of people push there. Yeah, actually on this lap I skipped it, but you will see it. I think I have it a little bit further ahead in the race, and I will go back to explain why is it difficult. With 14 kilometers to go, again, somebody in the front decided to step the gas. This big group that caught us, again, I'm saying, not as an excuse, but I mean it's visible. You see I'm pushing 200 watts, where I know that I need to be pushing more, but I just can't. I just cannot do it. It was completely, my legs completely shut down. And you can see, I was resting my head on the bars, trying to keep with the group, but it just wasn't possible. And here another split. I mean, I don't know, maybe this is the third or fourth split that happens in front of me. Nothing that I can do. Also, the guys, as I said, they didn't want to push themselves to manage to catch the group in front. And from 160th, now in the middle of the race, I'm at position 208. Yeah, of course, it's from 580 people, but still, I wasn't happy with my performance. Completely lost the wheel of the guys in front, and from here on, actually, it was a pretty lonely part. The guys behind were 12 seconds behind, the guys in front were 14 seconds in front. There was only one guy that I will catch in a second. And yeah, it was a really long time that I was alone, and actually I felt that I might actually, I was feeling that I want to quit the race. It was so frustrating, it was so demotivating to continue, but I pushed a little bit more, my mind mainly, so that the guys from the back will come and I will again have someone to draft from. And this is just before the beginning of the second lap. Drinking water, actually during the race I drank more than 1 liter and I don't know, maybe 1 liter, 200 milliliters, something like this I drank during the race. I was sweating a lot, no power. I really don't know. There are just those days that you don't have any legs and you cannot do anything about it. Again, the same thing. Another group comes. We try to stay together. I think actually with this group we managed to stay together for quite some time. And it was again a little bit of relief because for 4 or 5 kilometers before I was pushing by myself until I caught to some guys. But it's always better to be in a bigger group because then guys in the front are always changing and you can protect yourself a little bit better. So yeah. Five kilometers to go, still the same group, and I think here again the same thing happened, and nobody is motivated to chase. People, I mean, I'm not the wheel that is losing, I'm not the person that is losing the last wheel. Here actually the guys in front decided to chase, but then I wasn't ready, I think. and because of me not being ready, I lost again the wheel. Completely miserable performance from my side. But I was already, we were more or less at the end of the race, so I've decided that I will just give whatever I have left in my legs and try to do something better. Another group comes, I'm drafting, and yeah, actually this group did pretty well, because I think at some point we managed to catch some of the guys in front. I'm pushing, trying to take turns in the front, but actually the guy in front of me was pretty strong through the whole time, and you can see actually I lost him here because he was going quite fast. And yeah, 1 kilometer before the end, this time I've decided to try something different, because I wasn't sure if they're gonna sprint at the end. I guess they would have done it, so I've decided to push a little bit harder and try to get away from them, but my legs were just not there. I tried to push a little, 340, 350, and then my legs just shut down. As if somebody switches them off. And when I saw the head of the rider behind me, I said to myself, okay, let's just let them go in front of me. I have the arrow, and with 250 meters still left, I will just push and see what happens. So decided to draft. The guy in front of me started sprinting, but I also think he didn't have the legs, and now I just pushed the arrow and boom, a little bit of a kick, 700 watts. Again, not enough, but yeah, I managed to pass the guy, another 3 guys, but maybe those were lapped guys because my position didn't change. But strangely enough, at the end of the race, when the results came, I was in 192nd place, 246 watts. I'm sure that I could have done more. But yeah, that was the end of the race. I was not happy with my performance, but still, I don't want to make any excuses, but it was a pro race, so I guess I can use this excuse. But it doesn't matter, guys. Thank you once more for watching. Subscribe to the channel, like the video if you liked it, and I will see you on the next one. Bye bye.